G'day guys, my name is Caleb, otherwise known as the Critic Kebab. In the lead up to the 94th Academy Awards, I've been making a verdict on whether the films nominated for Best Picture are actually worthy of winning that extremely prestigious prize. I will be giving my thoughts and breaking down the pros and cons of these movies and explaining why they are so great. That is, if they're even good at all. There will be a playlist with all the videos, so make sure to check them out. Follow me on Letterboxd if you want to see my ranking of these Best Picture nominated films. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more content just like this. Drive My Car is a critically acclaimed Japanese film that is nominated for Best Picture. So let's get straight into my thoughts on the film, shall we? I really enjoyed this movie. Put simply, the story follows a stage director / actor who undertakes a production that requires him to give up his old car that he's driven for 15 years to an introverted young woman so that she can drive him where he needs to go. On their travels, secrets from the past are revealed, heartfelt confessions are made, and a journey of grief is had. It is a very atmospheric experience, and I found myself really sucked into the journey these characters drive on. What I mean by atmospheric journey is that the sights and sounds really lead you throughout this film. There is a lot of driving around, and there is a meditative feeling that is felt as you travel around. To start with, I want to point out the obvious issues that I feel most viewers of this film will have. The pacing of the film is very slow. It is 3 hours long, and each act takes its time to really draw out your investment in these characters, which ultimately succeeds by the end, but it is a slow burn. There is lots of filler that could have been cut out to make this runtime more compact. But besides the slow pacing, the story unfolds in a very satisfying fashion. The themes it explores are very meaningful, and what these characters acknowledge about grief, guilt, pain, and acceptance turns out to be very deeply moving by the end. The car being used as a vessel to communicate revelations was a genius storytelling decision. And because the protagonist is so interesting and sympathetic, you become enraptured as if you were in the car traveling as well. I believe that the acting was one of the big standouts of this film. All the characters feel very distinct and genuinely feel like real people who have undergone tragedy and are struggling to process their emotions. This makes the film entertaining to watch, because not only are you watching them figure out their own emotional state, but you are watching them overcome it as well. I think the relationship between Mr. Kafuku and his driver, Misaki, is very good, and I really liked how it became a father-daughter dynamic. When it's revealed that she is 23, and that if Mr. Kafuku's daughter, who passed away young, was still alive, she too would be 23. This dynamic allows the characters to really embrace each other's sorrow and fill a void that is very much so lacking in their life. The story slowly molds these characters, makes you invest in their emotional distress over the first 2 hours, and once the last hour of the film arrives, you feel all the emotions the characters are going through. The last hour of the film is emotional and satisfying, as these characters achieve the acceptance stage of their grieving process. And what they learn, not only about each other, but about themselves, is really rewarding. Drive My Car is a good movie. It has many great aspects, such as the character progression, the acting, and the themes it explores, but the slow pacing does detract from the overall quality. And unfortunately, I feel most viewers will become quite bored by watching a car drive around the windy roads of Japan. But in my opinion, that's what this movie is and should be. Those are my thoughts on Drive My Car. Let me know what you thought of the movie down below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Letterboxd, and I'll catch you in the next one.